Think about it, it must be very difficult for Meghan Markle now because realities are literally laid bare. You know, the bigger problem that you have once you decide to put your projects out there, then you have to really work out whether people are indeed actually interested in them. We see, haven't we, over the past, however many years now, that Meghan loses complete interest. The 40 times 40 was a classic example, a vanity project of hers sat behind a desk from the office of Meghan Markle inside Montecito, while the once respected former prince, Prince Harry, was juggling limes outside a door. You know, it wasn't funny, it wasn't clever, and it was literally deriding. I mean, there's no two ways about it. But of course, she soon lost interest in that because nobody was interested in her or indeed the project. Now, the bigger issue that you have with Meghan is everything she tries, seemingly, and I'm not gloating about this, it's just a fact, that, well, it all turns to dust. The latest thing has really, truly opened the door as to where Meghan's fan base truly is. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you today. Thank you so much for taking the time out. And as I often say, be kind to each other. And more importantly, let's keep it nice and civil, I know I've mentioned recently about being told off for spelling mistake. No, I just think I'm from a generation, I'm sure many are, that watch this show out here, that, we did it all with pen and paper, didn't we? And now with digital, do you find everything, you touch something and the other thing flies off? You think, what happened there? I've been trying for days now. Somebody very nicely gave me some of those earbuds to listen on the phone with. I can't get them paired up with the phone or the iPad. I've watched the video and everything, but when you don't tell them, you can't do it because they get angry, don't they? As if you're stupid, And then you think, all right, I've watched all the videos. Let me know if you've battled with technology. You look the sort, yes. Back as ever to your roll story of the day. Now, it's fascinating this because recently, as we saw, with all the negative PR that surrounds Harry and Meghan, they always do this. They then decide to launch a counter-attack, something that's light and fluffy. And what we saw was Meghan Markle making dumplings in some kind of, gathering in California. Afghan food, I believe it was. Looked quite nice, actually. I'm a big fan of dumplings. So, ladies, if you've got any spare, do send them over. It'd be nice to taste them, whatever. But this was all about Meghan, front, centre, back, whichever way you look at it. It was all about her profile and, as I said, repositioning herself as a latter-day Martha Stewart. No two ways about it. What was fascinating also about this was that they decided to release that particular information via the new Sussex.com website, which of course it's their prerogative. That was the whole point of setting it up, so that people could find information out about them. But also it gives them information about us. And according to a very well-placed source, and as ever, allegedly, Meghan was kind of stunned at the lack of uptake on this story. Now, what's interesting, you have to remember, is that this particular story was picked up by international newspapers and all that sort of stuff, but there was very little what they call traction. That means there's not many people visiting the site. It was lifted and put out there, but even on the sites didn't really resonate well. This has panicked the team, let me tell you, because it is a reality that basically says, we're not interested. And as I've told you time and time again, Meghan and Harry have really built their own brand, of a brand that they're not very happy with, and that is celebrity royal gossip. That's the gig, that's what the public want from them. The reality is Meghan can reposition herself with so many different things, making dumplings in another tent, like the Grenfell thing or whatever, but the customer, the punter, the person that you need to be involved and make these things a success, they're not interested. And Meghan, truly, after learning this, has had her dumplings. Back as ever to the drawing board for the hapless duo. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.